Hello, I was tagged to draw my year by my lovely friend Evan. This is apparently Evan, so you, the lucky viewer at home, get to see what I've been up to for the last year of my life through these terrible drawings that I'm about to do. This video will probably also be nice for me when I am an ancient, wrinkly old prune and no longer remember anything about my life. Hello, future Luke. We did stuff with our life that you can't remember, so these are those things. Anyway, yes, let's begin. 2016 has pretty much been the biggest year of my life. Literally, look at how big that year is. Except for maybe the year I was born, which was also a major achievement for me. Well done, fetus. 2016 was the first year where I felt like I became an actual, proper, independent human. To quote my own film that I'm making, which I'll talk about later, it's like I was born years ago, but the umbilical cord was just cut, and now I am free to prance into the world. That bit wasn't in the film. This year started off, as most years do, with January. I spent my new year on the beach in Brighton, setting off fireworks with some amazing people, Felix, Marzia, Emma, PJ, and Sophie, and this was the first time in my life where I felt like I was in some kind of teenage coming-of-age film like The Fault in Our Stars. Like there should have been indie pop music going on in the background whilst we run around in slow motion and fireworks explode. January was also the month when I got my first office, like a real adult human, with all the people who worked on my film. It wasn't giant, but it was the shape of an L, which made it extra special because it's L for Lukey. That's my name. Hello, I'm Lukey. Mr. Lukey. To you, excuse me. And here's my producer Josh looking very happy at the fact that we suddenly have to find all the money to pay rent for an office. In February, the BBC for some reason let Emma and I do a live show on the biggest radio station in the country. Actual live? I was doing all the buttons and at one point I managed to press the wrong button by missing the play button and one of the songs we were doing just didn't play. So we all just sat there in silence for a few seconds. Literally millions of people around the country sat in silence because I pressed the wrong button. But other than that, I was a pretty rocking DJ and fully expect to have my own TV show, maybe even TV station, pretty soon. In February, I also started making my own film. Like, what the heck? If you don't know what this is, basically, I did a Kickstarter and some of the amazing people watching my YouTube videos helped fund a whole actual film. That actually happened this year. Anyway, this has basically been my dream for literally my entire life, and now it's actually come true. I'm like a real-life Disney princess, except I'm a ginger and I'm a man, which I believe is the future of Disney princesses, personally. We stayed in a converted barn with our 18 crew members, filmed in an abandoned swimming pool with 400,000 litres of water, and I even got to direct a mysterious celebrity who's in the film. An actual celebrity guy looked at my script and was like, yeah, that's not awful, and now he's in my film. My life is so weird. The film is almost done and will be ready this year. And we kind of have a trailer, but I'm not allowed to show anybody yet. So stop looking. Stop it. No, stop it. You're not allowed to. Stop looking at the film. And then we come to March. And after 3 years of an actual adult relationship for the first time in my life, sadly, me and Emma decided that we should break up. And it took us a while to eventually tell you guys, partly because I was literally terrified of how everyone would react. Sometimes I make jokes, and maybe I shouldn't do that, but I think it's important that you guys know that we still care about each other very much, and we really just want each other to be happy. So that's a really good thing. In March, I also got my first house, which is genuinely terrifying. A house all for me, just me on my own. Oh my god, I'm an adult, I'm getting older, I'll keep getting older, and one day I'm going to just die. Anyway, yeah, I rented a house. It was like my little castle for when I want to be a Disney princess, which is always. Just always. Soon after this, my little baby puppy, who was actually nearly like 10, but we still call him a puppy, died. Big sad face, bigger sad face, even bigger sad face. He had cancer in like 500 places in his body, so eventually he had to be put down to stop him suffering. We had him since I was literally like 12 years old, so he was like a brother to me, so it was horrible. He was like a really hairy brother who licked me and pooed in the garden. He was like having a really weird brother. In April, I turned 22, which is yet another reminder to get off my ass and start doing exciting stuff with my life, because despite what Taylor Swift says, 22 is not an interesting age. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything's gonna be alright if you do something with your life. Get off your ass and do something. Go and save the world. Stop climate change. Solve poverty. Do something! In May, pretty much everyone in my family's life was turned upside down when my mum had a heart attack. If you've never had somebody close to you nearly die or even die, you can never understand the terrifying and weird set of emotions that run through your brain when that happened. Luckily, everything worked out fine this time, and I'm thankful she was at work when it happened, because if she'd been alone, we might not have been so lucky, and our lives could be entirely different. Make sure you give the people you love a hug in 2017, no matter how annoying they can sometimes be. It's not worth regretting. Speaking of things turning upside down, while in May my family's life was turned upside down, in June the entire country was turned upside down, or split in two, or destroyed completely, who knows. Whilst I was away in sunny LA meeting some of you guys at VidCon, I heard the news that despite all of the polls saying otherwise, my country was Brexiting the heck out of Europe. Now look, whilst I want to stay in the EU, I'm not somebody who just looks at half of my entire country and goes, bloody racists! I get it. I get why people voted that way. That feeling that the world isn't fair and the rich and powerful people rule over your life. I feel that. I feel it too. I just don't agree that this is the solution. But I don't blame anyone for the way they voted. In July, I became an international pop star when I released my song, All My Friends Are Vegans, Take It Slow, to parody 21 Pilots. Now, obviously, I'm joking about the international pop star bit, although my parents' Chinese exchange student heard the original song, Heathens, in a restaurant one time, but thought it was my song, Vegans, and is still convinced to this day that I am a member of a worldwide, critically acclaimed electro-pop band singing about veganism. So that's fun. I also spent July and pretty much the entire rest of the year, and probably the rest of my life, editing my film. Like, I'm so excited to be doing this, but oh my heck, it is a lot of work. The film has over 3,000 edit points in it. Just imagine doing 3,000 of anything, and you'll know how my brain feels right now. Thank you all so much. It's gonna be so good. No, stop watching it! Stop watching it! Not allowed to watch it! In August, I went to Summer in the City once more to meet loads and loads and loads of you lovely people, and also screen my trailer. Stop watching it! Stop watching it! Over the course of the weekend, I met over 2,000 of you lovely people. One of you, by the way, gave me a horrible flu, so thanks for that. But it's always worth it. Meeting you guys is one of the highlights of my year, and also my life, so please always come and say hi if you spot me wandering around shopping, or eating something, or, I don't know, playing sports. What? I can play a sport. Who am I kidding? New Year, same me, am I right? Even say hi to me if you spot me peeing in a urinal, as literally actually happened to me this year. Thanks for that, dude. Whoever the heck you are, don't actually do that to me. Never. That's not okay. Boundaries. Straight after Summer in the City, I moved to London. With my friends Evan, Connie, and Ellen into a flat called the Meme Mansion. Living in London has been a goal of mine for years, and I have now finally done it. Who cares that the air pollution is awful? Everybody there is stressed and unhappy. The crime rates are higher, everything's more expensive, and there's an increased terror risk. I live in London, the capital city of England, where all of my dreams will come true. Me, Evan, and Connie took an adorable trip to Disney to celebrate that we now live 4 feet away from each other because London flats are tiny. What a time to be alive! London! I am enjoying it though, it's great. In October, my family got a new baby puppy. Now, replacing pets is always a horrible thing to do, and nothing could ever replace my tiny baby Harry, but we still got this tiny bread thing called Isla. She literally looks like a loaf of bread. She's adorable, but she's also incredibly annoying. I like, go away! In November, somebody from the Princess Diana Award asked me to teach a bunch of kids how to make YouTube videos while also teaching them ways to combat bullying. This was such an amazing experience for me, watching people literally learn things from me. Little me. Yeah, it was nice. A little bit later, I did what everybody in society currently wishes they could do. I disappeared into the countryside, into a little log cabin, and said goodbye to society for a few days. I know this might sound like literally the most grumpy old man flumpy plumpy plump thing to say, but sometimes it's amazing to leave your phone behind and vanish from social media for a bit. 2016 was the year I realized how addicted I am to my phone and how miserable that can sometimes make me, even though I think it makes me happy. Social media is such a powerful tool to change the world, but it's also a powerful tool at running your life for you. Again, I know I sound like a whiny, grumpy old man, but I think we established in April when I turned 22 that I'm basically ready to retire anyway, so it's time for me to start moaning about things, I guess. December started with a bang! Literally, because my flatmate Connie got hit by a car. Oh, poor Connie. This is the most embarrassing moment of my recent life, as these two panicking schoolgirls turned up at our front door and said, "Does Connie live here?" And we thought they were trying to stalk her from YouTube, so we were like, no Connie lives here. I don't know who that is. Who's that? I don't know no Connie. And then the paramedic called us and said, "Connie's been hit by a car." And we were like, lol, shit! And I spent the final weeks of 2016 surrounded by the people I love, visiting friends and family from back home who I just don't see enough. Thank you all for an awesome 2016. I hope you had a great 2016 despite all of the, you know, horrificness of everything. And I cannot wait for next year. Stick around for some pretty sick banter. Lukey out. By the way, I tagged you to make this video. You sitting at home, you make it. If you're not a YouTuber, make a YouTube channel and make it. Or post it on Facebook video or Vine or something. Oh, Vine's dead, so you can't do that. Anyway, this is my last video. Please watch it now and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Just watch the thing. Watch it. Why aren't you watching it? Watch it now. I'll be really sad if you don't. Bye.